Hey there, we're going to do a trailer hitch installation, a factory trailer hitch installation on this 2014 Jeep Cherokee. It's the Mopar hitch, so it will sit flush in the bumper, requires taking the rear fascia completely off, so just thought we'd make a little step-by-step video as we go through this to let you know how it's done. All right, so first things first, we're at the rear of the vehicle here. This fascia needs to come off as there is, it's attached to the bumper in behind here. So to get it off, to slide this rear bumper off, we need to get this rear half of the fascia off. And to do that, there are two plastic rivets underneath here. You can replace these. It's going to be the easiest thing. I think they probably come in the kit. I haven't checked yet. You can pop out the center, and if that doesn't work, because sometimes they get jammed up, you can do what you need to do to just get rid of those things, obviously without damaging anything, and replace them later. So we'll start by pulling back on the top in here. Basically, these are all just pressure clips, so carefully we're going to start yanking back on this. It's going to pop free here, and then there's another little trick in here I'll show you in just a sec. All right, so we've got our two rivets free, and we've pulled this part out with the three retaining clips that are into the fender well there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you here, but we're still attached. And if I can pry this out enough, you can see in the back here, there's a little clip. I believe there's three of them that go into the bumper fascia. And if you keep prying, that's likely going to break and then it's not going to sit well. So if you can get a little screwdriver or a door trim tool or something and just slide it in here, you're going to be able to release that clip. All right, there we go. So you can see those went into those three spots there. Little basically porcupine clip. You just got to release to get those off out of those three holes in the fascia. All right, so we're over on the passenger side here, and what it looks like is we've got at the very top a 10 mil, and then inside here a 7 mil. This one, it looks like you don't have to remove. The instructions don't call for it either. It looks like it's just holding a heat shield in place. But down here you've then got an 8 mil. Why, of course, there's three different size bolts, I don't know, but take those three out. And then there's one more in here, a T30 Torx, and I believe the only other ones are underneath the bumper, right in here. That's probably another 10 mil, and there's going to be one in behind the trailer plug here. We'll remove that. So those two, and then the four on each side should be enough for us to get this fascia off the car. Okay, so with all of those bolts removed, your next step is going to be to remove the bumper fascia. Underneath here, you're going to see this little plastic nut or threaded area. Pull that away, or pull the bumper fascia over that, like so, because that piece does not come. If you try and start yanking with that still attached, you're gonna create yourself some headaches. And otherwise, it's just all pressure clipped in all the way along here. So a little bit of wiggling and tugging, and you can get the clips to sort of release from there. And then once you've got that all the way along, you are home free, and with a helper, you should be able to take this bumper fascia off. Okay, so we have our bumper fascia off over here on our stand. And now we need to remove the actual bumper, the metal cross member here, which is done so by removing three bolts. 1, 2, 3. We're going to be removing those, sliding the cross member out, and then I believe discarding it because our hitch is going to become the new bumper crossmember. All right, and after you've discarded the old crossmember or removed it, put the hitch in the same place. Discard the old bolts that were in there because they give you new ones, and there's an extra one. So you've got 4 per side underneath here, and torque those down to spec. Okay, so the next bit is we need to trim our bumper here to install this fascia. If you look really, really closely, let's see if I can get it into focus. See these lines, that little rectangle there? And this line, if you follow it all the way along, that's actually the outline for the area you need to cut out. And these are the spots for the little slots you need to cut out where that new fascia piece is going to lock into. So basically, we're going to go around and we're just going to highlight all of this so we can see it really well, because it goes all the way around to the other side, each one of your locking points, and then we're going to cut all those out. Okay, we've quickly highlighted just so we can see it a little bit better what we need to trim out here. So you can see basically the entire rectangle here, and then each one of the little holes we got to clean out for the clips that will clip this fascia into place. So we're going to get started on that using some drill bits and an Olfa knife and whatever else we need to get the job done. Okay, took a little bit of time, but those marks are really handy, that's for sure, because that would have been a real pain without it. But basically trimmed according to what we saw there, highlighted, and we've just clipped in the fascia, and it looks really really good, really clean. I mean, that's looks like, oh, I gotta pop that down a bit. We'll get that clipped down, but otherwise it looks like it was meant to be there. It came from the factory. I think I gotta put a little clip on either side here to hold that down. Right before we put the bumper fascia back on, we've just plugged in our Jeep wiring harness, 4-way flat, 7-way blade, and you have the US car. You should have the US car plug in the back. I've taken the cap off already. That just plugs into the back of this. I believe with most Jeep products, you will need the dealership to flash the computer to actually turn power on to this thing back here. I don't think it comes on from factory. At least that's what we found with most of the Jeeps that we've done. They got to go to the dealership. You got to pay them to tell the computer to turn the things on. All right, that concludes our installation of the OEM trailer hitch and wiring control or wiring plug on this 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Basically, putting the bumper fascia on was just the reverse of taking it off and putting all the bolts back in place, and looks really slick, I must say. It's a nice clean install. Any of the Kurt Draw Tight Reese ones are going to hang underneath. This one here, I believe they're going to hang underneath, actually. I haven't checked that, but customer wanted this OEM one, so we did it. And yeah, I think time-wise, maybe, I didn't quite time it properly, 2 hours is going to be my guess from beginning to end. So if you're planning to do this, I hope you get some points from this that help you out and make the job go smoothly. Thanks for watching.